himself, 15 years younger than me. So don't call me a cougar, don't call me a cougar. I heard that. I'm an owl. I'm an old, wicked Latina. Because let me tell you something, people think it's about the sex. It's not about the sex. I don't understand technology. That's why I got a younger man, I'm telling you. I don't have the patience for it. He can give me 5 minutes in bed. As long as he puts in 2 hours on the computer at night, I'm good. That's my geek squad with benefits. And he always wants me to try to learn this stuff. I don't have the time, I'm too old. He's like, oh, the FTP server is incompatible with the root directory of this. I'm like, well, 10-4 and roger that, puppy, because I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Nor do I want to. And he always wants me to call tech support. I don't remember anything that they tell me. He said, what they said? They said I should bing the hyperlink to the parallel port to get rid of the Angry Birds at Farmville. Because there's no eHarmony.com. Fix it, stupid. That's your job, Googleicious. What do you want me to tell you? I'm old. As the older woman in this, my job is to cook for you, teach you wisdom, and make sure that I remember where the keys to those fuzzy pink cufflinks are, okay? Am I wrong? But he's real nice, he treats me good, he's very generous. He's a baller. You know, ballers, we got ballers in here, you a baller, papa? No, you're not a baller, right? At least you admit that. There's a lot of fake ballers out there. You know what? There's a lot of fake ballers. You know the ballers, they want to buy the rounds for everybody. They're going to buy the shots of Hennessy for everybody on Friday and Saturday. Make it rain. Making it rain. And then on Monday morning, yo, mom, you got $20 for Metro card? Fake ballers, that's what I'm talking about. But it's cool. Tonight I was walking in here and somebody said, you know, you look just like Sarah Palin. Imagine being a card-carrying Boricua that looks like one of those annoying white women in America. Seriously. And I got nothing with white people, but here's my thing. I've noticed there's a lot of double standards, and they're pissing me off. When blacks and Latinos, when we have a pagan religion, what do they call it? Voodoo. Voodoo. Black magic. Negative. Santerismo. When white people do it, Harry Potter. Am I wrong? I'm telling you, America wouldn't have bought it. If it would have been like, do you think this is a really good spell, Milagros? It wouldn't have worked, I'm telling you. Just a lot of little things that are starting to, you know, I'm noticing it, you know? 2 years ago, somebody says to me, yo, listen, go take your daughter to go see Mamma Mia. Right up the block. It's a beautiful mother-daughter experience. I take my daughter. As I'm watching the play, I didn't know what it was about. A white woman that has sex with 3 different men. And she don't know who the baby daddy is. And we're celebrating this. Right? And when it dawned on me, I'm looking at my daughter. And she's sitting there, having the time of her life. I looked at her and I slapped her. I'm like, don't even try that, because you are not Sarah Palin's daughter, okay?
I requested that song.
Because you know if that had been a black or Puerto Rican girl, I could have saved the $330 I spent on tickets and turned on Maury. Maury would have found out who those babies had. You all right? Maury would have been like, the envelope, please. In the case of the nasty white hoe. You bachelor number 1 and not the father. Number 2, you are. Number 3, you got blood in your urine. You all need to go to the clinic. Nasty. But I do have a daughter. Any mothers or daughters in here? Don't you love your daughters till they get to be about 15? Right about 15, they start using that language. Those one little words that are supposed to mean a lot. You know what I'm talking about. I remember the first time she did that to me, I went into her room, I'm like, so Mama, I suppose all these clothes are gonna pick themselves up. And she looked at me and said, apparently. Which is somewhere between "duh" and "look, you stupid bitch, I'm not gonna pick that up, all right?" I talk about my kids because I can't stand them. And anybody who knows me knows I can't stand my kids. I don't like my kids. I never loved them. I admit it. My daughter was ugly when she was born. I didn't love her then. And now she looks like her father. I can't stand her now. The truth, I don't like my kids. Neither one of them. There were signs too. My son was born breech. He turned on me. His ass was where his head should have been, and the goddamn thing changed. That's a dumb ass kid. I hate my son. I admit it though, at least I'm honest. Some people, I hate my kids. My son is covering himself with tattoos. I don't mind one or two, everything in moderation. He's covered. He's making a sleeve. I tell him, Papi, that's my flesh and blood. Why you do that? He's like, I want to be different. I want to rebel. I'm like, do crack. Okay, I can work with crack. I can get you detox with the insurance. I can't do anything about all those tattoos. And I know what I'm talking about. You're gonna get tired of them. When I was 15 years ago, I had an 8-pack. I got a burst of flame, just a little sunburst. The flames went like that. It was beautiful. It was a little puckered now. It looks like a sore asshole. It's horrible. Horrible. I know what I'm talking about. I can't stand that kid. I don't like him. I was married to his father for 15 years. A psychotherapist, Dominican. The Shiites in the more or less the same tribe, but we got a much better parade. That's all I'm saying. I love Dominicans though. The thing with Dominicans is they do have an argument with them. I do love Dominicans. I do. My kids are half Dominican. But Dominicans like to argue with Puerto Ricans that they came here when we came here and we were here first. And anybody who doesn't believe that, I got 3 words for you. West Side Story. West Side Story was about the Jets and the Sharks. They were Italians and Puerto Ricans. They were no tigres in West Side Story. Now they won. No Sanders, no White Sox, none of that. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. But it's a good place. I'm in a good place in my life. I got rid of the kids. They're gone. I am so happy my kids are gone. I walk around butt naked now. Woo! Sucia. I take everything off now. I do everything I ever wanted to do. I put the Swiffer pads on my ass, and that's how I clean like that. Spot. And when I turn the light switch on, look with a titty. Pow! Because I can. And let me tell you, people when they get rid of their kids, they want them to come back in the wintertime. You see people shoveling the snow and putting gravel on the ice. I take the hose and I put water to make more ice. You can slip slide your ass away from here, honey. I don't want you back. I'm not lying. I'm just tight, man. I'm in a good place. I love it. I love my man. I was married for a long time, and I'm in another relationship that I'm enjoying. But here's my problem, ladies. Why do we look at the ladies in this room? Beautiful, just gorgeous, beautiful. Guys don't have to do nothing though, right? They get away with murder. I remember the first time my man was making love to me. Oh, I'll never forget. We was in bed. All of a sudden, he decides to rub his foot on me. I was like, oh my God, it's that broken glass on the bottom of his feet. He's like, baby, I got so much love for you. I was like, no, I don't need love. I need a tourniquet, baby, because I'm bleeding. What the hell? Are those thumbtacks on the bottom of your feet? He's like, say my name! I'm like, it was scissor feet? I don't know, Bobby. I'm in that water, papi. Before I get out of here, ladies, there is one thing I always talk about, and I know the guys don't like this joke, and I don't care. I read a study. It said from performing oral sex on men, look how quiet it got. There is an increase in throat and tongue cancer among women, particularly black and Latinas. I'm telling you, it's bad. Look at him. He's like, shut this bitch up. Now, I'm not saying this to make anybody depressed, to bring down the mood. Actually, I'm thinking this would be a very funny public service announcement. I should not suck that man's penis. He told me he loved me. I should have just said no.